Hello and good morning from the Discourse Syndicate studios. I am your host, KNTX. Today, with some of the most motley of crew.
Hello.
Guys that show up, my Cutthroats. And before we get started, guys, let me say good morning to Freddie Quotes, Jay Everything, Milva Tony, Markable Thoughts, who is in our green room with absolutely no and it looks like no mic either. Oh, there he is. But he's all
Here he is.
So the man who's
getting a tan.
The man who is number 99 in my speed dial, but number 1 in my heart, Markable Thoughts. All right. Your Excellence, Hex Monkey, Ballia Brand, Shape Crypto, Sandy Bernardo. I'm not familiar with Sandy, so first time I've seen Sandy. Good to see you here. Identity Block, Keith Lance. Cabana is in here. We got Daniel Polk. I wish it was Doug Polk, but hey, we're still glad to have you, Daniel. Aaron Wiseman, Wales Only. It's good to see you guys. So before you guys do anything else, please hit the likes, make a comment down below. If you don't, I'm going to just boot you from the stream. So make sure we at least have 5 likes. Oh, we got 20 already. Okay, good. Good. We're good to go. No one has to go away. So thank you guys for covering for me in my absence. I'm looking for I'm looking for a state with that as a tax haven, has no income tax, and I went and scoped one out. So I was all over Wyoming for this last week. So
nice. And behalf of a grateful crew, never leave us again, KNTX.
Yeah, I know. I saw a little dissent. You guys needed pulled back into on track, and RG just didn't do that for you. He calls me a slacker. I'm the one that does all the work on the back end, and he calls me the slacker. Dude, I got so much to fix on all the videos when I get back in here after this stream. I got to go fix everything. Fuck you. Yeah, I got to go fix all kinds of stuff in the back end. He's got
his audio on.
Like you can't watch the stream and be on the stream at the same time, Captain. You act like this is your first time doing this.
I've got a phone and I've got a YouTube monitor.
Bro.
Please, someone mute him, please.
Not only do you have a piece of parsley here, but the breath is terrible. and the audio and the woof.
Papa, looking at you is worse than bad breath. What are you talking about?
Well, looking at Papa is a lot better than listening to you with that.
Who brings that fucking guy in anyway? I could just imagine the amount of fecal matter that's in that beard.
Did you notice the skin tone? He's been out getting the sun at the river.
Definitely been in the sun,
yeah.
So good morning to all the insults, and of course Henry is a gentleman as always, morning, and the rest of you,
and the rest of you,
nicely dressed up like a millionaire.
And it's hot. It's hot. It's like 22 degrees Celsius, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
Which is a delightful room temperature.
Yeah,
it's hot. Hot.
It's nice.
It's hot for the UK anyway.
22.
22 degrees Celsius. So what does that convert into real temperature?
It's like nah. You can't pull that shit with in fake numbers. I'll look it up.
I think you add 50, carry the 2, subtract 10. Oh, it's like 80 degrees there. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty hot for the UK.
71 Fahrenheit.
Whenever somebody says Celsius, I just okay, we're not talking about the weather.
Celsius
a way to ruin the weather.
Yeah, what a nice way to ruin that conversation.
When I moved to Japan, I had to learn 24-hour clock. I had to learn metric system, and it was very difficult to dream.
You don't have 24-hour clock in the US.
Papa B, you cannot go back from it, right?
Yeah. I know. No, it's too convenient. It is.
It's just like being a mechanic. When I work out in the real world, everything's standard, and then Volkswagen world is all metric. So I learned metric in the Volkswagen world, and now with all of the well, in the last 30 years, all the changes of machinery coming from Japan and from Germany and Switzerland and whatnot, mostly, everything's metric again. But it's funny when when some of them, mix them together. They bring a metric machine over, and it has standard pieces on it. I don't know why they would do that, because metric is so much easier, so much better. I should learn a Celsius. I know a zero
really is.
I should learn
it. A scale of 1 to 10 and 1 to 100 is really a lot easier than all these 12, 12 inches and a foot, like
quarter inch, 7/16, baby, 7/16.
3/4 inch, which is really like almost a 1.5 centimeters. It's like
kind of like if you think about it, it's kind of like HEX is really really good, and then you have the copy coins that just think, well, we'll copy something, but then we'll change something for the
we'll call it Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
that was just
that's basically what you guys did.
It's
also kind of your entire country.
Dude, we got that from Europe, the UK. No, don't blame that on us. We got that from that little island off your coast. So
the feet and inches.
And don't forget, there's two metric systems when it comes to measuring, nuts and bolts. There is two.
Dude, I don't even know what bolt I need to use for
my nuts are in metric.
I know. Yeah.
I know. Thank you, sir. Thank you for doing it before I had to jump in.
Why? I guess it's all in the name. It's all in the name.
So who has been having fun in this boring ass market?
I'm enjoying it. Personally, I really enjoy it. I know Captain, you said it last night on stream, and you're 100% correct that, man, it gets really boring for us streamers when there's not like this rocket ship blasting off into space. Like, it gets really boring for us. We're like, well, there's still plenty to talk about, but it's not as exciting. Like, and there's a lot of fair weather crypto users in HEX, let's be honest, and you were correct calling that out too. But at the same time, like, I kind of like it. I like this boring old product that we have that works every time.
You are so boring, dude.
I know.
You always say, like, when the price goes up, you're like, no, wait, it has to stay there. When it stays there, it's like, yes, this is nice.
That's because I want more HEX, man. I'm accumulating. I'm in the accumulating phase.
Interest makes it nice. That's for sure. I mean, because you're always gaining.
1 cent to 5 cent, and we're holding 5 cent is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
Underperforming in my mind, but it's all right. Like,
underperforming in my mind, he said.
I can live with it,
Of course, we all want to see,
we're
up and to the right 30, 50 cents, of course.
Thanks, Chaos. We appreciate it, buddy. We appreciate it.
Yeah, because
we should end our stream as well to send more people his way.
Yeah, he probably ended. He probably saw it was 8 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. his time, and he's like, "Well, they're not going to start the stream. I guess I'll start one."
No. I jumped in, and I warned him. Stop.
This is all true.
Well, Johnny's always in our chat, so we know he's here. He's like in our chat.
Absolutely. So happy with Sideways always, because I mean, it was pointed out by Chaos yesterday. Your piggy bank stacks more coins every day, regardless of what the price is doing. I don't know how many times we've beat that horse. I'm not going to say a dead horse, because it's a valid point till the end of HEX and the end of its contract.
Just remember, Sideways is great for her, and it gives you less rug burns on your knees.
Nah.
Do it, Captain. Yeah. Do it. All right.
Can we just get rid of him?
It's like second strike. There is one more, right?
How are we ever going to get respect? How are we ever going to get respect?
I don't need respect. I need more t-shirts.
We steal it. We steal it.
That's true. Well, the more T-shirts you have, who cares about respect? You're getting more of that FU money every day.
Yeah, I know that's where the Hexagon attitude comes from. Is all the FU money? That's for sure.
Oh man, I've been saying fuck you so much to people lately, and it's not even up at 10x.
Did anyone catch my pen last night?
Beautiful.
Oh, your pen with the watch? Very nice,
pen.
Captain. Look at that.
No clock on it.
What?
It's just a
You're going to show us a pen without a clock? All right, I'll
$1,000.
He hasn't got a pen.
Oh, look,
doesn't have any serial numbers on it either.
Oh, I've got
this pen also doesn't have a clock.
Hell?
Or
I got a chewed up
Peter doesn't have a pen.
Hey, where's your pen, mate? Where's your pen?
His contact
Everyone's got to show their pen so that they can meme it. They got to meme this. Everyone put up their pen.
Peter.
This isn't Alan Kay.
Your pen's got Peyronie's disease? You missed that one, Papa.
Peter can't afford pens. He only has T-shirts.
I keistered my pen.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I got a kick out of Richard's last stream with his pen update and whatnot.
Dude, the last 2 seconds of his video was fucking amazing. For the new people, $250,000 watch.
All the new people? Yeah.
So good. And you know, he was in a rush because he had to stop it at 555.
He's lucky he stopped it when he did, because he literally only just uploaded it in 8K now, like
40 hours,
10 minutes before this stream.
I don't even,
40 hours to compile.
If he doesn't even have a 8K capture card, because there are no 8K capture.
I was gonna say, are there any?
No.
So how can he upload something in 8K then?
I tried to see if I could help him.
Magic.
I called a buddy of mine and said, "Hey," he's like, "Are you kidding me?"
It's so weird. There was such a big hype in the videography world where, now we have cameras of 8K, and everyone was going nuts over it. And then they found out that if you film too long in 8K, it overheats and it just is a mess. And then also they found out, like, oh wait, no one's really using 8K yet. It's funny, man.
It's difficult to
thousands of dollars on nothing.
It's difficult to tell the difference, isn't it? Between 4 and 8K is very similar. Like to the human eye.
It's just a little bit.
The human eye doesn't even pick up on it. I know.
When it went from SD to HD was a big difference. Like a big difference. Yeah. Now it's like, it looks slightly better. The black's a bit blacker.
1080 and 4K is still a big difference, but only if you have a big enough screen. Because it's funny, so many people, when I was making videos for people always wanted 4K, and I told them, dude, no one's going to watch your video on 4K because they're on a phone, and 4K is like big. So even the phone will say it's in 4K when you watch it on YouTube, for example, and you might see a little difference, but all the pixels are still squashed together, so you don't see anything of it.
It's just salesmanship.
It's just but on my screen, it's fucking amazing when I have 4K. You really see the difference. It's almost like you have a 3D images. You see the depth.
If your internet connection is shit, then
you.
I saw a 77.
We're going to get you a better internet connection, Peter, at some point.
I saw a 77 inch
good.
today.
Okay, same here, man. I don't have the best either, but I can stream 4K.
I can't. You know what, this standard definition camera that I have is great for me because it makes me look younger by about 10 years than what I really am. So
you look worse in reality.
I do, man. You don't want to see these pores. As Richard was talking about the pores, you don't want to see the pores, man.
Nope.
Okay.
I was amazed when we had DVDs and you could see all the stubble, all the way up the thigh. It was terrible. I wanted to go back to standard.
It's really bad with like these like if you're watching the news in the morning, sometimes you see some of the people that their makeup's all fucked up, or you can really see it's like, oh God, that bitch is ugly. What the hell is that? You know? And it's almost too good. Some of these shows that are out. It's just, man, I would be like mortified. I like the quality that we have now. I'll keep it this way.
Yeah, we
remember the good old
with our
days.
low res cameras.
Back in the day, everything was better.
Back in the day.
Says the youngest one.
I know. I was gonna say, like,
What's really insane is that so I go visit my grandfather on the weekends, and he has I got him his cable channels, and he has this. Well, I forget the name of the old station, but it plays all the old black and white movies, the Cary Grant stuff and all that.
TCM.
TCM, yeah. So he has to have his TCM, his Dodgers baseball, his TCM, and the news. And so I'll go over and we'll watch an old movie together. But because of the quality that they film those in, the film is actually like 4K or I don't know if it's 4K, but it's way up there. Because now when you look at those films from the old days, it's like, damn, that's some serious shit. Like when I was a kid, they didn't look like that, but now they look really, really good because the quality of the film was still way up there, even back in those days.
Yeah. Also, Captain, TCM is really interesting, and you can hate Ted Turner for doing the colorization stuff, but when he bought all the rights to the entire MGM old collection, he remastered all that stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're actually watching it fully digitally remastered and on a 4K screen. It'll be like held for the ages. I saw his Girl Friday the other day. It looked like it was shot late yesterday. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, it's really good stuff. Some of them come out really nice. But it is because the quality of the film way overproduced from what the viewing equipment could do at the time. And so we've basically just barely caught up to that stuff. And but yeah, it looks really great. Some of it's cool stuff, man.
Technology.
The storylines are shit, but hey, at least the quality is increased. So.
Hey, storylines are shit. What are you talking about, man? Today's storylines are shit. Oh, come on.
Okay. You're crazy, man. Fucking millennial piece of fuck. What are you talking about, man? That shit was good stuff, man.
Have you guys seen
if you like boring old shit, yeah, I agree.
Oh no, you want
KNTX, you haven't seen Supernova then, man, if you say so.
No.
Yeah.
Go watch Casablanca. Go watch some of those movies, bro.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Falcon,
all that shit, man.
Go watch
Tell me about
Supernova,
it.
man.
It's fucking amazing.
It is. This shit's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
All right.
No, let's watch. Let's go watch New Jersey Housewives and get that's what it says. New Jersey Housewives, man. You gotta
watch
get your
that
shit together.
I didn't even know about that until someone brought it up. I was like, "That's a real show," and they're like, "Oh yeah, the Real Housewives of Orange County or whatever the hell it's called." People actually watch that stuff. Like, man.
No, dude, we literally. We have family that live right in the middle of that community, and it's just like, it's pathetic. They all like, they're in the bars out there and the grocery stores and everything. So everybody's like, it's just a fucking shit show out there. What a joke that's become.
Yeah, I believe that.
Can you get at Gelson's? They get my oranges for me. Do you have any better ones in the back?
Yeah,
damn oranges in the back. Are you fucking kidding?
So I really like some of the new movie quality production TV shows that are coming out. It sucks there's only like 8 episodes per season nowadays, but like you get full on storylines that you just can't get in a 3-hour movie because you've
because you've got weeks.
You've got an hour. Well, you've got an hour and you've got 8 episodes, per season, and so you're looking at like one of my favorites. I don't know if any of you guys watched The Expanse on Amazon.
Yeah,
dude, that is freaking so well. You're gone. See you later. So, dude, the production quality is so high, and so you get a real story.
Put me there,
and you get
put me on that side.
Put you on that side. I don't think we want you.
All the way on that side.
Stay in your place.
We'll put him where he belongs.
That's right, in timeout. So I really like, if you get rid of some of the social justice undertones to some of the new Disney stuff, like I love like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like the production quality is so high. I mean, they're spending millions of dollars per episode. Yeah, I hate that shit. Yeah,
Disney.
I know. Isn't it crazy? It's so stupid. It's like I know a lot of people that won't watch it because of the stupid shit. But the wannabe made up social issues of today. Like, to me, it's just divide and conquer is all it is. Let's just get everyone against each other. That's all it is.
Your excellence are already posted the screenshot of the pants on Twitter.
Really? Oh, I love it.
Wait, I'll get you the link.
Should say, hey, Richard.
Put it up.
Yeah.
They collectively
put it in the
make
private chat.
$2,000. Yeah.
Oh man. But you know what?
That's funny.
Like for instance, like Peaky Blinders, Ozark,
Peaky Blinders,
those are
so
some fucking badass shows.
Yeah.
And because you can continue a storyline for a long time versus, like you said, a 3-hour movie and a miniseries are two different things. I mean,
absolutely.
They just are. You can just put so much more content and so much more excitement into.
Well, they're putting the same production value into these miniseries now that they were doing, full-length feature films, and so you can get a lot more context of the characters, the context of the time that they're living in. Like, Peaky Blinders, I freaking love that show. I freaking love Ozark. Like, I love it, dude. I mean, some of these
Boardwalk
shows.
Empire. I thought that was amazing.
It was good.
Yeah, Boardwalk
First time.
Empire.
I've never seen that one. Never even heard of it.
Oh my gosh, you must watch it. Watch it. Binge watch it. It's amazing.
It's a big HBO series, like an American
Yeah.
I
series.
don't have time to binge watch anything.
My buddy was one of the writers on that thing, and I just wrote him saying, "Thank you for giving us such great television. This is just freaking eating it up, man. It was great."
Do you guys still watch television?
Shut up.
I don't watch.
Go back to the river.
I don't even have like cable or anything. I think it's a waste of time. I just got some streaming apps, and when I've got a little bit of time hanging out with the family, that's when we kind of throw something on TV. But actually, so we got Hulu just so my wife could watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Like, she's a old habits, just never die, because she grew up watching those things. And my wife is a freaking whiz. When it comes to, like, she's like 2 letters on the Wheel of Fortune board, and she's already yelling. And I'm like, I got to get her on this show.
Can she win T-shirts?
Well, you can convert the money you win on there into T-shares. Absolutely.
DeFi. I love the show called DeFi of Thrones. Almost as good as the token.
I like Fork of Ethereum.
Now the medieval shit. I love Vikings. That was fucking like my favorite fucking show. And then The Last Kingdom was good too. That was a really good one.
I like The Last Kingdom.
I liked The Last Kingdom, but the acting was terrible. Like,
you're absolutely right. The storyline was great, but some of the acting was just
the acting was terrible.
Yeah.
But I watched the whole thing, so I can't really complain too much.
No, the storyline kept you intrigued enough.
My favorite quote from that show is, "Better than barley," and some of you will know what I'm talking about if you watch it. Plow the fields. You guys are gonna have to go back and watch season 1 now. So,
yeah.
KNTX, son of Utrecht.
They're coming out with another season, right? KNTX,
I think so. Yeah.
KNTX, son of KNTX. Yeah. The intro was horrible. It's like, could you guys freaking change the intro, please?
It was like Utrecht.
Uhtred.
Yep. Uhtred,
son of Uhtred.
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't noticed, it's a slow news day today here at
That's right.
Wake Up HEX.
All the time, Cabana. All the time. I am easily entertained. Hence the fact that I watch all your guys' content. So
fucking hilarious, man. And by the way, Cabana is going to be doing a stream on Diaz Network.
He is.
We're working on getting
Jordan's. Sorry,
go ahead.
I was just saying, Jordan Smith has a question about Opsec. We should come back to that when you're ready. Crypto and stuff.
What is the question?
That sounds boring.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
treasure, man, you're good.
That's the question.
Man. Where is it?
The question is at KNTX's dick.
Yeah, because I said I watch his stuff. I'm easily entertained, and so he's calling me a dick.
Okay, here we go. What's the difference between a private key and a seed phrase, and which should I keep written and locked in my safe? You should definitely keep your seed phrase. That's your 12 to 24 words. You should write those down. Private key is the hexadecimal version of those seed phrases in a language that your computer can understand and the blockchain can also understand. And once it's injected into the blockchain, it tells you what tokens you have. Once again, write your 24 words or 12 words
12.
down
Yep.
on a damn piece of paper, laminated, or etch it into titanium like Markable and myself do, and then pop that into your safe.
Never give anyone your seed phrase or private key.
Do not do that.
So
you will hate yourself.
It should be noted that the private key is a lot harder to deal with unless you're a little more technologically sound and you know how to import that. So the seed phrase is probably easier for most people to deal with.
Well, seed phrase, you can pretty much do everything, right?
You can't do a recovery without your seed phrases. Okay.
Yeah.
You cannot have the hexadecimal only and get back on a hardware wallet, for example. It always wants to use your seed. That's the words that you can
import your private key into MetaMask. So
you can.
If you lose either of them, you're fucked. Like, or someone gets them, you're fucked.
Or if someone gets a hold of them, absolutely. So protect against alien invasion, guys. Make sure to write those down and put them on something that's not combustible and put it in a safe somewhere.
Keister it. But really, you should have a hardware wallet. You should have a hardware wallet. Don't fuck around with your seeds.
I recommend sanding off the edges if you're going to keister it, because that doesn't sound pleasant coming back out. So
you don't know what pleasure is, guys.
Fine line between pleasure and pain.
You still
right?
need to learn how to live, man. Much to learn.
So when it comes to a ledger or a Trezor, they've got Ledger now has, I think, two of them. They've got the your standard model, and then you can't get one now, period. They're all sold out, so you can't get. You're like 3 weeks in arrears if you want to try and get the Nano X or whatever. And then the early one is just, it's probably gone forever. They might not be making anymore. I don't know, but the old standard Ledger. So basically. And I really don't know because I've never used one, but you put your seed phrase into the ledger, right?
Then you've never used one?
No.
Why not?
Why?
Do you have a Trezor?
I've been in crypto since 2014. I haven't lost anything.
Here's the deal, guys.
Okay. Until you do.
Those of you who you must not use a ledger if you're worried about the data leak. It was your email that got leaked.
Yeah, it was your email that got leaked.
Phrases. They're still as safe as ever. So
don't get me wrong, Papa. I believe in them. I think that and the reason I was looking into them was I'm like, I'm going to trade over because I think that what you do is you enter your seed phrase into them, and then when you put the ledger into your computer, you don't ever have to enter your seed phrase, right?
That's correct.
Just connects straight to your wallet.
Yeah, it auto injects it, and the most important thing is when signing a transaction, you have to physically touch the device. So that's it's not a wallet, right? It's a misnomer to think that it's a wallet. It's actually an injector of your keys into the blockchain.
The better way to do it, though, is not do it the way you're thinking. So you can if you've got a seed phrase, you can input it into it, but you can just use it as it on its own without ever setting it up on a computer. So you can literally just send the cryptocurrency to the ledger to start with.
That's a threat vector right there. If are you saying that you're going to use the keys to enter into the PC to be able to
I'm just saying, like, so if you've already got crypto on a MetaMask, you're better off buying a ledger and sending it to the ledger than rather importing your keys from the MetaMask. No.
Actually, I disagree. Here's what you should do, and this is absolutely Opsec advice. Do this. Get your keys from your MetaMask, which you wrote down at the point when you got your MetaMask wallet. If you don't have those keys, yes, Henry is right. You want to send those to somewhere where you do have the keys written down. But let's say that you do have them written down because you're smart and you didn't screw up. You then use a recovery on the actual hardware device. You enter those keys in through the advanced feature by which you enter the keys directly into the device itself, not on the PC. Then you wipe out the instance of MetaMask on your PC once you've already confirmed that they're on this wallet, and then reinstall MetaMask and then write down those seeds separately. Now you're protected. You don't have two instances running at the same time. You have one, and it's a hardware-based instance.
But probably the better way to do it is never to set up the MetaMask in the first place and just use the ledger. So your keys were never online.
Yeah, but
your keys were never online.
But MetaMask is not using your keys when it's the front end of your hardware.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so obviously Captain doesn't have a ledger, so he's got MetaMask, so he's going to have to import his keys into the ledger, which is fine. I'm just saying, for anyone listening, the best way is never to have your crypto on MetaMask, just to have a ledger or Trezor to start with, because then those keys have never been online.
Correct, but but just to make sure that people understand. You do have MetaMask, but you're just not using it as your wallet. You're using it as a front end connected.
So you're actually setting up two separate. So like you said, so I'm importing my keys, or is it seed phrase or key? Seed words
seed phrase.
Okay, so your seed words go into your ledger.
Yep.
And then you set up a completely separate MetaMask.
Yep. And use it as your front end. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you don't even have to. Do you have to save those?
You do too. Yes, you do too, because in order to log in, just for convenience, it's not critical, but for convenience,
but if you
want
lose,
to save that somewhere else.
If you lose it, it doesn't matter because it's just a front.
Yeah. So for example, Captain, I did the exact same thing. So I had like MetaMask to start with. I imported those onto a ledger. I deleted the whole of Chrome and I reinstalled it, installed MetaMask again. And then I've got like my 5 ledgers are linked to that MetaMask address. So like it was on, but 4 of my ledgers never online. One of them obviously was a MetaMask one back in the day.
This might be high level question, but a lot of times on Macs, you never get rid of your data on a Mac. It's like always just in there floating around somewhere. Bullshit. God damn it. So when you because MetaMask is sandboxed on your Chrome browser, does anybody know if still an instance of MetaMask is floating around inside your PC, or
no, it's not unless you downloaded your private key, because you can. I've seen people export their private keys and save it on their computer, and that's bad idea. Bad idea.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't take that step, it's not floating around in the ether on your computer anywhere.
Captain, we can lead you through it, of course, obscuring all your seed phrase stuff in the process.
Yeah, I think. Well, I tried to order a handful of them, but they
Trezor.
I've got them, guys.
Is nice.
You think so? Trezor better than Ledger?
Best.
I don't think so.
Listen, and then I got you fucking geeks like this. I got the Trezor geeks and the Ledger geeks that just want to.
Hold on, your Trezor isn't certified as military tech spec grade security like the Ledger is. So
that is true.
And here's
but
the deal.
Here's
the deal, guys. It's not bad if you use it through MetaMask. It's just like using MetaMask. So it says don't use the Ledger device because they are hackable. That is true for any hardware wallet. Any hardware wallet, even the Trezor. If you get physical access to it. Yep. If you get physical access to it, it's easy to bypass it.
The only thing
I put a paper on mine says unhackable. It's fine. Beautiful.
You only keep safe USD on there though, so no problem.
Yeah, that's
no
why
one uses that.
It's safe. So I have triple the security now. I don't know. I'll keep it at triple. I had the hardware wallet. Then I have Save USD, which has Save in it and USD. So I got triple. The safety.
Markable had a special chewable vitamin.
You know what Wales says, and what we're talking about. Everything is hackable.
Yeah.
And secure. The thing I like about it is that I found out that I've always thought of hardware wallets as useless, but then I found out that when you put your seed words into the device, that you never have to inject them into your PC. And I like that idea because now I can just plug it in. I operate from there. It's good, and now as things are growing and changing, Opsec is pretty important. It always was, but I mean, I just like the fact that I learned that part about it. I didn't know that part about it. I thought that it was almost just like, you know, hey, here, re-inject your seed phrase and it stays in there. And I thought that was kind of useless idea. So my mind has been changed on them, and I like the idea. But I've always thought that me putting my seed words on a piece of paper and sticking them in the bank was the ultimate, because, you know, I know my house is secure, you know, and
everything except for the bank part.
bank.
I was following you on that one.
Yeah,
Not the
right.
bank. Not the bank,
Bank
dude.
can decide to take.
That's a good point, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it out of
Buy
the
your-
bank, dude.
Buy your
wait a
ledgers
second.
from
Wait.
the manufacturer directly. Now you guys got off on a tangent, I gotta pull us back here.
We have to- wait, we
Let
have to
me hold on. I got to stop him because he's talking ridiculous. Okay. I understand all of your little fears about the banks, guys. I get it. But guess what? Nobody has ever hacked a goddamn fucking box.
That's not the point. That's not
That
the
is
point.
the point.
That's not true. I watch
The bank has control
burglary
of the-
heist
of it
movies all the time. It happens, bro. That's real life. They're documentaries. Those are documentaries.
But dude, that's just one thing. But also
there was
the
a
bank.
politician in
Yeah.
Slovakia. He had some gold bars in his bank, and they took it.
So there's
The bank can
actually
take shit, dude.
Okay.
there's actually I think it's a
Okay.
2010 law that if the U.S. federal government wants to, they can raid your lockboxes that's saved that within a bank. It is actually possible. Unfortunately, I've never seen it happen, but it is actually federal law now that they can, and it's an austerity measure. If there's ever a
Yeah, I know.
they ever want to give you a haircut, they're also allowed to raid your lockboxes.
Yeah.
I like
And-
that,
and-
dude.
I
then
know. They can, and we can also have a zombie apocalypse too. These you motherfuckers
That's true.
claim. So
That's happening.
I'm waiting for that to
Okay.
happen too.
2025.
I don't think
bro, it's
anyone
already
would care
planned.
about your
All these
Yeah.
people that got you got the shot like you, bro, are just gonna be mindless zombies wandering around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I got
No,
all the shots.
I do want to
You got the shot?
I do want to put this back up
Two of
here.
them.
So make sure you
Nice.
buy the make sure you buy the ledger from the manufacturer directly, not from some
Yes.
guy on eBay or in a Burger King.
Burger
parking
King
lot. And by
parking
the way, on that note, I bought a bunch of ledgers in anticipation of exactly this happening. Don't mind that they're already open. I am selling them at 150% premium right now. So
Wow.
if anyone needs one, contact
And they've got-
me.
But then
So-
they're not from the
They've got little
manufacturer at
wires
that
and
point.
shit hanging off of them.
But KNTX, that's not straight from the manufacturer at that point.
Hot
so you
glue.
screwed up.
Hot glue freaking oozing out of the sides of them.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Don't worry
Only
about
get
that.
your-
It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about that. Nothing to see here.
Get your treasures from Satoshi Labs only. Do not order them from Amazon or any of your local, radio. Do they have Radio Shacks anymore, Captain?
You can also
No,
buy them
bro.
at
They closed the last one out here about 5-10 years ago, I think it was. But yeah,
boy.
remember radio used to, well, that's when you can work on electronic shit, and you can buy things at Radio Shack.
Radio
and
Shack, yeah.
hack shit.
Yeah.
Buy your crystals for your freaking ham radio.
Hey, it's so sad that they went out of business. I'll bet they would have stayed around if they would have survived until crypto was a thing. I bet you they would have been the place. They would have said,
They would have been the
get your
place.
treasures and ledgers, right?
Yeah, if it would have been rebranded to like Streaming Shack instead of Radio Shack or something.
Crypto Shack.
Crypto
Yeah.
Shack.
Crypto
They
Shack.
could have rebranded, sold ledgers and treasures and
So
had them in
I'm
the
not
back
from
package.
T-Don, I can't speak to this personally. Is anyone familiar about the Shamir secret sharing? I've read a
Yes.
little bit about it,
Yes.
but I can't speak intelligibly to it. So go ahead
Okay.
and give us a little rundown on it if you can.
So the Shamir, method
Shamir.
is it's pretty easy. It's a cutting of any item into 3 separate parts, and then you can crack the code by combining only 2 of the separate parts. That allows you to obscure your it's a basic cryptographic method by which you take A plus B plus C and C plus A portions, and you take them to 3 separate geographic locations, and then you have the opportunity to give somebody the a hint or a clue so that they can go and piece these two pieces together. But nobody holds the entire amount of the formula at once. So when you're getting your seed phrases together, the software from these major brands offer you the ability to get the Shamir secret garbling of this information into 3 separate parts. Very, very simple. You could do it yourself as well. You could also break it into 5, 7, 9 pieces and make it as intricate as you want, but really 3 is fine.
Sounds like a great way to lose your shit is what it sounds
well,
like.
It is.
Let's just make it more and more fucking confusing.
It is, but it also offers the ability to get recovery from 2 different sources in case one is compromised. So it's a fault tolerant disaster recovery method as well. So you could fuck up your shit in one location, right? But let's say your house burns down, you only have one of the formulas. You can go and collect the other 2 formulas from 2 other locations and still recover your seeds.
This is off the theta. I copied and pasted it so we could put it on the screen here. Let's not say that word here, but that cracks me up. So hey, and Captain, if you need me to, I will hold on to those private keys for you.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm right here for you.
You could Shamir them and give them both, and they wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that right now.
Shamir.
But give me a Shamir.
I think squirrels use that method as well for their
They put 2/3 of their acorn somewhere.
I think you're right.
Oh, those squirrels always trying to get at my nuts.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Also, whenever you enter your private key somewhere, make sure there are no squirrels around because they will mess you up.
You never put your private keys anywhere. Period.
Yeah.
But like
you don't want to put
them
your
Peter just got them up here
where
right,
it doesn't belong.
Yep.
Don't put your C where it doesn't belong.
I mean, that's really the best way is to have it up here, I guess.
You can also send it to markselector.com and you can just put your private keys there, and I have some kind of software that will keep it safe for you. It's AI. Can't go wrong.
No,
But even if you keep them in your head, I mean, you've got 10 fingernails. I'll bet by the time the 7th or 8th one comes off, you'll be giving up all of your seed words.
Thanks, Cabana Crypto. Oh,
get a good pair of pliers, you tied up to a chair. About fingernail number 3 is probably when the last seed phrase.
You have me at just bringing it to my fingernail. Like, okay.
You got it, bro. You got it,
bro. It's all yours.
You can also just ask. I'll give it. No
I'll give them to you. Let me just emergency unstake them for you.
It's funny, there's not enough people that know what you got in order to to come get you or whatever. So, like Richard said, if you've lost your nudes, you can put private keys and seed phrases there.
What the?
Richard was always he doesn't talk about that anymore, but he was always talking about his nudes,
Yeah, he was. He did talk about them a few times. There's no doubt about it.
You should make NFTs out of them.
This is why you do multiple wallets. So when they get to fingernail number 3 and you give it up, you've only given up one of your 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 wallets. So.
Yeah, you have a few minutes to think about which one you want to give them.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the best thing is to just never remember your seed phrase.
No,
just
never
in case.
Remember?
No, don't learn it.
Yeah. Shit, I couldn't.
Yeah,
I gotta wake up the next morning. That would be the end of it.
If you have to escape the country without anything, then learn it.
Peter has a cyanide tooth that he crushes and kills himself.
We already established that Peter also doesn't have a pen, so he has to remember.
I have Allen key. Allen key is all you need.
Allen solve everything.
Peter, I'm hoping you can clarify for me what is a blue T-shit. So
Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
He's got to change his name real quick.
He put T-shit.
A blue one.
I love the way it took us this long to realise.
I didn't even see it, dude. I'm going
It's
to
an
watch
hour in.
I saw it when he came on, but
Wait, it was
I'll use it for
the whole
another.
time?
You idiot.
I don't recommend you wear any type of shit, let alone blue t-shirt. So, just
In the
saying.
blue t-shirt.
Yeah.
Speaking of T-shits, when are our T-shits supposed to be coming in?
Tomorrow.
They're all printed now. They are 100% all print. That reminds me, I gotta send some money for shipping the Vegas shirts. So he went ahead and did that ahead of time. So
When
Are
is
those
Vegas?
going? Are
Those
those
are being
going to
expedited.
Maddie? Or are they coming to me?
they're going to Liberty Salvage Metals in Las Vegas, so they can be disseminated by the guys that are helping run the Vegas show. So
Cool.
that'll take some off of your plate. Then we've got others that costs us an arm and a leg from across the country to have those expedited. But
We don't have any more arms and legs to be spending, to be honest.
That's exactly it.
I'm all out of arms and legs.
I started with
You
the
can have some of
toes
my
and
beard
went
if you
through a
want.
couple fingers, but we'll auction off your beard as an NFT.
I want that beard as a hairpiece.
You're
Hairpiece.
You
jealous,
were
huh?
always whining about the fecal matters in them, and now you want it as a hairpiece.
So I got to give.
Well, you
props-
already shit out, so it's fine.
It's okay. I have fecal matter in my hair already.
He
So
never
I
cared
gotta give props to Ross Hex. He went through and timestamped the captain's video last night, but he did it with his own little.
I saw that.
spin,
Yeah,
and it
okay,
is
Ross.
Awesome. It is awesome, man. Oh,
did
I
it
love
what?
it.
I saw that. Thanks, Ross.
Yeah,
Where's he
it
at?
was freaking sweet. So I'm gonna pull up the chat on this one on the comments. The
He's
comments.
just being a smart ass. He's just being a smart ass.
It was awesome.
It was unnecessary, and there should have been a captain in there somewhere.
Here you go. So he went ahead and did his own Ross Hex trolling type method to this. So I love it. Like, big product placement continued. Disabled Veterans National Foundation. the splurging with RG3 on the shirts and the and the bandanas, the Costco shirts and bandanas. So it was awesome, man.
Cutting
It
edge
was
computer
And
talk.
EX.
Yep, love it. So he did a great job. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anyway.
Man.
I
what
just
about
wanted
the-
to bring a little reality from the Louis Vuitton and friggin' Versace
Cartier.
fucking fest that we had the other day, and show where the rest of us real Hexicans are down here in t-shirt and bandana land versus $3,000 pen
It
land.
does not matter how rich I am. I will always wear
Have a beard.
hobo clothes.
Hobo
Yes.
clothes, is that what you said?
Yes.
Hobo clothes.
Oh, cool. I like it. Yeah, I'm just not a
I will
fancy
be
guy.
here in my t-shirt. So
Yeah, then your t-shirt. There you go, in the blue one. So yeah, I'm
He's
just
my
not a fancy
favorite
guy.
t-shirt.
He shows all the fancy stuff, and I'm like, well, I guess I never had a need to virtue signal, but so it's not a big deal to me. Like, dude, I don't even the only jewelry I wear is a freaking
Flex.
plastic ring. That's it. That's
The
it.
hell
I'm not
is
into
that?
the chain. I think the chain looks like you want to be, either a mobster or a gangster. Not into the ice on the hands. It's I use my hands and it gets in the way. So just none of that's appealing to me. And
Yeah, I'm
dude,
not-
this shirt right here, this name brand shirt that I'm wearing.
Yep.
On sale, 40% off at the outlet store. Absolutely.
More t-shirts for you, my friend.
That's right. Exactly. More t-shirts.
The only thing that
T-shirts.
The only thing I did think was amazing was the rope that he had with Richard Hart on the back.
That is cool.
I need
I
ropes
like
like that.
No,
the fight robe. The fight
the
robe.
life vest
I'm
was
going
the
to get
best thing.
custom ropes at some point.
I'm not going to get nothing like that. I'm just going to get a diamond grill. That's it. Just
There you
all
go.
my teeth.
I remember T-shit like it was 5 minutes ago. Good old days.
KNTX. Can you imagine you punch someone and leave a diamond in here in his forehead? That's ridiculous. No, that would be a very expensive punch.
Then instead of pulling the fingernails, they will pull your teeth, man.
There you go.
That's okay. It's all right.
I want diamond fingernails.
What is it? You want some? What is it, Captain? You want some choclos?
Yeah, some chonklas. They're called chonklas.
Chonklas?
Yeah, chonklas. That's what we call flip-flops. That's like the ghetto flip-flop.
I just got some.
That's what your mom threw at you?
Yes, that's right. I just got some new Hey Dudes, and these things are the most comfortable, freaking lightest weight things you will ever wear.
Whoa.
And they have
even throw it in the air.
And they have and they have flip flops too. They have flip flops, and I got a pair of those. And those have the fancy leather straps on the top. Yeah, fancy. I could wear those out to eat.
Go wash your hands now.
I do want to buy some of this new cologne for men.
Yes, there's
Remarkable Thoughts.
You can only buy it with either Save USD or Beardcoin. It's the only.
So Wells knows what's up. Wells knows what's
trying
up.
to take that.
I will just fart in a bottle and then give it to you.
Ode to toilet.
So yeah, Wells is obviously he understands the Latin vernacular. When Mama yells at you, she's gonna hit you with a chancla. She's gonna hit you with a chancla.
Chancla. The chancla.
That's just the name for flip flops in Spanish, by the way.
Chancla.
Dude,
Chancla?
black out this.
How do you write
bad.
that?
I forgot to block out the serial numbers on my Hey Dudes.
Feet thongs. Yep.
Feet thongs. Yep. I just got a new pair. I'm getting ready for Maui in October, and
Maui, you going to the islands, huh?
I am. Yeah, we were supposed to go not this last April, but the April before, and then we had this thing called the Rona hit, and then it got pushed back till October, and then even then the island really wasn't fully open, so they pushed it out for a whole nother year. So here I am going a year and a half after we were scheduled to go. So it sucks.
Are you going to be in Hana? Are you going to be in Honolulu? Where are you going to be?
I can
Opsec,
tell you,
baby. Opsec.
I can tell you, it's going to be in none of your goddamn business. That's what so,
Opsec.
Yep.
Just like Vegas. Where's everybody staying in Vegas?
I'm not staying on the strip. That's for damn sure.
Staying in Tokyo, man.
Vegas is
I'll be here.
probably a pretty safe place to be out in public.
Yeah, and no one's taking their crypto stuff with them, are they? So,
someone's gonna.
But I can pull your fingernails.
I know someone will, but
I don't know my private keys.
But you should not. And in fact, I hope I hope people don't even take their phones if they have anything crypto related on them. Go get yourself a burner phone. Use that to communicate with the other hexagons while you're there. You only need it for a week. So there you go, burner phone.
They're like $39, man. Go down to the local Walmart and
$40 for a month's worth of service. You're good. Unlimited data and unlimited voice and unlimited text for $40 a month. $40, so $80. You got yourself a burner phone that works through the Vegas times, and then maybe after the fact you can wipe it and put your Authy or your Google Authenticator on it or something and keep it in the safe later. So
we should start a Telcel program, man.
A what?
Like a Telcel program. You don't know that? I thought it was like those infinite commercials on the television where people just sell like crap.
Well, you didn't watch telly.
Yeah, but I know what a telly is.
Oh, boy. You've been setting yourself up, Markable. You've been setting yourself up.
I hope it does. I hope the sacrifice phase starts when everyone's in Vegas.
Well, it's not everyone. There's only a handful of people that are really going to Vegas. I mean, there's
that's right.
100.
And he says, And he says, "Oh, sorry guys. The day everyone arrives. Oh, sacrifice phase starts. Oh, and you only get the 3-day period before the price starts going
Everybody,
Books a
I'll be
flight.
home in 3 hours.
Yeah, right.
Flights out of Vegas, like do a 10x.
Yep. You see all the Hexicans in their Hexican t-shirts hopping on the flight, the red eye to get home.
Oh man. Yep. No, I'll get my ass home, hit the pier, and come back.
The Peaky Blinders gang is going to show up with nail pullers.
There's a gang going to Vegas with a pair of nail pullers. Well, that's one way of doing it. There's other ways, but that's just one way.
Find a buddy and travel with a buddy at all times in Vegas. Don't get caught alone. That's all I gotta say.
Well, I mean, Vegas is pretty safe out in the open.
It is.
Unless
it
you're
is.
walking around in some really bad back alleys. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
pretty safe.
off the strip near the Hard Rock, that gets a little bit seedy, a little bit one street over.
Yeah,
if you're
weird
drunk
over there,
and
man.
fucking around. Yeah, just have a buddy to hold on your hand.
I'll tell you where most of the crime happens in Vegas. Most of
Also
the
the
crime
strip,
happens
right?
in Vegas with crazy women. If you're involved with
Yeah.
crazy women,
But that's just
And-
life, man.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Usually what happens is it turns
Sorry.
into a shit show and another group of guys, these same women, whatever, it just turns into problems. It's always where the problems, the shootings happen that way. The ass beatings happen that way. That's where it all comes
Not
from.
the right ones.
Stay away from the Vegas women, guys. I'm just warning you.
And the
That's
ass
where-
shootings.
That's where the fucking problems are. Because guess what? They all come from here. They go over there on the weekends to go work, and then they come back here. They all live here, and then they go up there for the weekend to work, and then they come back here. And they're fucking crazy, guys. They're
You know what else
absolutely-
happens in Vegas, guys, with crazy Vegas women? Syphilis. Make sure you guys are protected.
You bring that home too, right?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
that's
God,
that's
guys.
Stays in
song
Vegas,
giving right
man.
there.
Everything stays in Vegas.
Syphilis
Those are-
happens.
Yep. Syphilis happens. That's our next T-shirt. Our next merch, though. By the way, syphilis
Syphilis-
happens.
no.
Discourse
Syphilis in
Syndicate.
Vegas stays in Vegas.
Hey, baby, you
No,
can't
it doesn't. It comes
listen
back home with you.
No, it doesn't. Yes, not unless you're staying there long enough for a round of antibiotics to before you go home.
Yeah. Oh God. I've lived in
time.
Vegas too. You can get robbed at the gas station. Yeah, you can get robbed at any gas station. I mean,
Yeah,
shit
you can
happens.
also always call me. I'll rob you. No problem. Anyway, this was fun. We're 1 hour and 1 minute, and I'm.
I was
going to
having so
say-
much fun. We were just
Yeah, but Tuesday we're going to have even more fun.
because the
what's happening
sacrifice
Tuesday?
stage starts. You guys don't know this
No,
yet.
because it's just another stream.
Oh, Marvel.
Oh man. Well, real quick, I want to plug the network again. Discourse Syndicate is now turning into a network. We're working on behind the scenes putting the website together right now as we speak. Website's being put together. I should have it up in the next 2 weeks. I won't have it up. Believe me, guys, there's other people that are qualified that are working on it. Now that KNTX is back, they even get the information that they need. So everything's going to be, fine now. Just don't worry. I know we kind of, I've talked to everybody over the last 3 or 4 days, and wow, what a
You guys, this is
exciting time.
amazing. Trust me, we've talked to every Hexican streamer, and there's only been one that has turned us down. So we are going to have a composite of the best place to find everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool. And then on top of that, I literally have 3 more streamers that contacted me last night and this morning that want to start their own shows. So we're going to be able to fill in the slots with new talent, new Hexicans coming. Somebody actually pointed me to another one after that was actually some obscure Hexican that was started his own channel. He's only got like 30 viewers or so over there, and I don't even know who the guy is, and he's putting out great content already. So we'll reach out to him. I mean, there's a lot of people that are getting on board. The Hex Asian group, all the Unrec crew, they're all coming on board. So it's real exciting, man. It's going to be fun. We're going to make a whole network deal here. Markable is going to do some cool stuff for us and make some intros and outros, right, Markable?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
We haven't talked to you about that yet, but me and KNTX have talked extensively about it and how great you're doing and all the work that you've been putting in to make that happen. So
we're just finalizing up all the little minute details, and we'll be coming to you with a proposition. So it's something we definitely want to pay you guys for. So
yeah. More arms and legs.
Right?
More
t-shirts.
More arms and legs. More arms and legs.
Right.
I only need 2. I need more t-shirts, not more.
There you go. Well,
it's
it's been a pleasure, guys. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Markable.
Outro.
Goodbye.
Play out.